Welcome back to Off the Hook Outdoors. Thanks for joining me today. Today I'm going to do a quick trip. I'm going to an area where I shot my 8-point last year. It's a really nice funnel area. It's a small patch of woods by my house here. So I'm going to go into there this morning. I'm going to set up a mock scrape in an area where I want to put my tree stand. So I'm going to find a tree that I like. I'm going to check out the paths. I haven't been in there for a while. So I'm going to go in there this morning, find a tree location for my stand, and then I'm going to set up a mock scrape in the area, and I'm going to put my camera up. So stay tuned. Okay, we just got into the woods here. So I'm going to make my way up this hill to the saddle, and I'm going to find that pinch point, and I'm going to start looking around for deer sign in my where I want to put my tree stand, like the best spot for my tree stand and scrape. So stay tuned. This is just off of this path. There's a little scrape here. My tree stand was right there in that oak last year. So I don't know if I'm going to go there or if I'm going to find another tree. Stay tuned. We're going to see how the sign is up in here. I was just in here. I just walked in where my stand was last year, and I walked up on this little point here, this little funnel where I thought they'd be bedding, and a buck stood up. I didn't get him on camera, but he's a nice buck. He's a shooter buck, so I'm not going far. I'm just gonna back out of here, find a stand on this edge here, and put it up. But I think I'm gonna go in this area. I don't want to mess around too much in here, so I'm gonna just put my camera up and make a mock scrape and be done with it. Stay tuned. Okay, in this clip here, I used my trail cam video showing you guys how I make a mock scrape. I clean it out with a stick. I didn't have rubber gloves with me. I actually forgot them, but I do recommend you using them. But I clear the scrape out, and then I have that Kissel's mock scrape kit. I have the tarsal gland. I think I'm spraying the interdigital gland in here now. And then I spray the whole scrape with that, and then I spray a tarsal gland in the scrape in one area, and then after that I spray the preorbital gland on the licking branch above, and just do some touch-ups, and then I give a quick spray in the air just to sort of cover my scent a little bit, and that's how I do it. Branch right here, and I set up the scrape right here, and it's right off of this path right here. Now that big buck was right behind this old shed here, or shack that the kids made in the woods, but that deer was about 40 yards past that, right in there, and he stood up, but he walked back into the thicket this way. So I put this scrape right off of this main path, and good, I'm gonna put my camera right on that tree there. That way I can get this path to and the scrape. Stay tuned. So that's my tree I was in last year. I shot my 8-point right there. But this hillside, I can't. It's a little bit too far to where that buck just moved. So I'm gonna move up. I think I'm gonna get in this tree right here. Has a lot of vines on it. So I think I'm gonna go in there. And then I'll just have to cut out a couple shooting lanes right to there where that tree is. So I didn't got to cut much out for a shot. And if you could see that shack, that scrape is right there on the ground in front of it. So that's about a 25-yard shot from here. So I think I'm gonna put my stand right up in this tree here. Right in there. It's got a lot of cover. So I'll be back this week to do that. I just put the scrape up and there's already a deer in there. Jesus. It looks like a doe. Yeah, it's a doe. There's already a deer at the scrape. Jesus. I just did that 2 seconds ago. That is crazy. Alright, I'm gonna get on. Alright, I'm gonna sneak out of here. I can't believe that. There's a deer right there. I'm gonna get that over this hill so he don't see me. She don't see me. But yeah, it's crazy. I just did the scrape and the doe came while I was doing my interview. The doe walked right to it and started sniffing it. That's crazy. This is a good spot. Stay tuned. Okay, well, I'm back at the house. As you've seen in the videos, I went up into a spot that I shot my 8-point last year. I don't like to go in there too early, cut out everything. I like to get in there later, but it's about that time where I went up there today. I just took a short walk. I looked at my tree that I was in last year and I liked it, but it's a little bit sticking out. So I saw a tree to the left of it about 20 yards and I could see up on a flat of this saddle, and the deer seemed last year to be walking that saddle. They've been walking back and forth on that saddle there. So I think I'm gonna put my tree stand there. So on that flat, I put a scrape there, and the reason why I did that was on the way up, you can't see it, but you could see probably the doe. There was a buck that stood up. It was in that finger that I was talking about where they funnel. He stood up and he stopped and he was looking at me, and I couldn't get the video camera up in time and turn it on and all that. I tried to be as quiet as possible and as still as possible. And he turned and it was a shooter buck. It was a 3.5-year-old buck. So I'm gonna probably go after him unless I see something bigger. So what I did was I made my scrape in that area. I used the Kissel's mock scrape kit. If you guys have not tried that, please, I'll put that in the description of my video. Go to Kissel's website, look at all their scents that they have. I've been using their scents for years, especially this mock scrape kit. It seems like I get good results, at least the initial startup of the scrape. So what I use is, it comes with three different scents. There's pre-orbital, there's interdigital, and there's tarsal gland. Okay, so these 3 scents come in the mock scrape kit. So what you do is, the interdigital is obviously in the foot. So you spray, after you make your scrape, wear rubber gloves, make the scrape. I spray a little bit of interdigital around the scrape, so it's like a deer walking in it. And then the tarsal gland, I make one spot, because a buck usually goes in one spot of the scrape. So I just load it up with the tarsal gland in that area. And then the pre-orbital is the glands in between their eyes and between their antlers, where they get up in the tree and they're licking branches and they rub their antlers and rub that pre-orbital gland. So you spray that with a couple sprays on the licking branch. So as you can see, I did that today. I didn't show you exactly how I do it. I am going to make a mock scrape video. That way I'm not under pressure with being in the woods where the deer are, where my stand is. I'm going to do it somewhere else that I don't hunt, and I'll show you guys how I do it with this mock scrape kit. And then I set up my Moultrie camera, so that'll all be in the description, all my stuff that I used today. But I did find a tree. I got to cut out a few vines, but it's a little more hidden and it's up in the air on the flat. I'm overlooking a flat there. So I'll have the description of these products in my video. In the description of the video will be all these products. Check them out for me, please. Please subscribe to my channel, make a comment, like the videos. I appreciate everything. We did hit 1,000 subscribers, so if you see this video, I may have done the giveaway already. If not, enter it, because I'm just waiting to make sure that that all stands. So I'll be doing that video. If I didn't already do it, then I'll be doing it real soon. So take a look at that. But thank you for joining me today, and we'll see ya. Okay, welcome back to Off Talk Outdoors. Today, I I am going into the spot that I found last week, where I saw that nice buck at by the house here. I'm going to go in today and put a tree stand up. It's around 10:15 right now. I want to get in there midday like this while they're bedded down. It's rainy. It was rainy last night, so I'm going to go in. It should be quiet to get in there. I want to get in and get the tree stand set up as quickly as possible and just move out. Oh, I am going to freshen my scrape up once I get there and change my card. So on this video, if I have anything on my card from last week, I'm going to post it at the end of the video so you guys can see what bucks are in the area right now. All right, stay tuned. Okay, set up my stand. It's in a good spot. Snuck in here, set it up. My scrape's over there. I cut out some limbs and we're good to go. Stay tuned. Okay, I just got up in my tree stand. I put my tree stand up. I cut out some shooting lanes. I redid my scrape with some more scent, and I changed my camera chip. So stay tuned. If I get anything on the camera from last week, I am going to put that up on this video.